Welcome everybody back to the Craftverse series, episode 341. Yes, 341. And today, first off, you might notice my voice is a little bit weird, so just rocked out of bed, so just a little forewarning there. The iron farm is done and operational. Yes, I did most of, if not all of the iron farm part off camera because villagers are annoying to have to watch, and especially when you end up getting a ton of nitwits that you have to call and restart the whole 20-minute timer over and over. So, I saved you all having to watch that. You might notice that we're in front of a little green block because I wanted it to be a surprise when I did this. Wata! Yes, it is almost entirely lights at the moment. I don't quite know how I want to cover these lights, but they're covered on the exterior, so don't worry about that. Oop, we just saw that guy fall to his death. Notice all of the bubble columns are in place and actually working. Let's go take a look at the full visual of everything. Actually, let's get a bird's eye view. Oop. There we go. Perfect. All of these are either connected to their direct neighbor or completely separate from one another. Whether it touches or not is irrelevant. It's just a nice little touch that I can walk back and forth between the pillars this way. Nothing should or probably can spawn here because of all the lighting and everything else, so we should be fine. It's very clickety-clackety right now, but things are going in their appropriate chests. I used a stack in each sorting filter and let it run for about an hour or two. And some of these are better off than others, but this is a long-term storage facility. This is not, oh, let's just do a little bit. No, these are 10 high on the string and the iron sorts. And, what is it, 8 high? Technically 9, plus 7 high of bone meal storage for when 8 gets filled and it starts going into there. Yeah. This is a very, very long-term facility. I have no intention of letting this be wasteful. Everything is perfectly embedded in the floor. Everything is lit up. I don't have to worry about anything, and we can actually go all the way up top and get a nice view. So where did I leave my ladder? Right here. So now we go all the way to the villager apartment area. And you can see everybody has a bed. Not everybody wants to get to their bed all the time, but I'm not walking in there every single night and trying to fix that. But we get a nice vantage point of the area, which is pretty cool. I have no idea what I want to do with that ridge over there, if I'm going to keep it or not. But I do have some plans for this area. It's going to look pretty nice. And it's going to be a lot more well lit, so we don't have to worry about that. Plus, it gives me something to do with all of the dirt and grass that are in the chests down there. So, recycling. This area had to be completely trimmed all the way down in order to make it down to 65. It was a lot of trimming. And then I had to replace the additional layer of 65 with grass to make it look good. So I used a lot of my resources on that front already. My inventory is still kind of chock full, so my bed is in a shulker box somewhere. I'm going to have to fly out somewhere and use a bed. Hope that 4 is enough rockets. I also need to clean up my inventory a bit, but let's get a furnished view of this thing. Fully done up exterior. I'm going to be using this same external, I think, for any iron farm that I do, because it just looks nice to have a little pyramid style with the chamber that they sleep in, and then the spawn platform up top. So even if I don't do another 40 bed farm, and yes, there are 40 in there, you can do 9 across all the way for each corner. And then that last one at the end just kind of blocks everyone from walking around. So that's why some of them aren't trying to sleep, and it's not as fully efficient as it could be. If I wanted to, I could wait until they're all in bed and knock these out, bring them an additional block outward, and it wouldn't hurt the rates of the farm because we're so elevated. But I don't think I'm going to bother with doing that. That's a lot of extra work that I should have done when I set it up, but I didn't bother doing that. So it's a 2-wide walkway for my benefit alone. Slabbed up, nothing can spawn in there. I highly doubt anything is ever going to end up on here unless I accidentally fly around and let loose a mob in a boat or something. So we don't have any mobs up here. I also had to take all 4 beds out of this area in here because this was within the 120 block radius of the villagers as I was breaking their beds initially. Yeah, so in order to prevent them from linking all the way over here, when I brought them upwards, I had to break all the beds that are in here. I don't know if it's still technically within the 120, but I don't have enough rockets to test that theory at the moment. So let's head over to the Time Runner house. I'll sleep in a bed there. I know I left a bed or 2. Right? Surely. Wouldn't be on the downstairs. It'd be up here somewhere. I leave a bed in here? Yeah. Cool. Forethought. It's a thing. Alright. So, now I have to offload some blocks that I don't need to bring with me and some shulker boxes. This is where I've been storing a bunch of stuff. We'll just put the stone bricks and such in there. Don't need the logs, those can stay, and the singular rocket's not going to do me any benefit. So let's just get my rocket box, which I need to replace soon. It's getting kind of low. 64 is good. Alright. Do any of these things need to stay with me? Not particularly. Yes. 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 And yes. Well, I'll keep this as well. And then probably this one. So the rest of these are not really necessary, right? Yeah, I don't really need those. I can put those in a chest somewhere. But since we're right next to it, I'll just put them back in the storage depot. At what point do we think it's acceptable to add in some quality of life resource packs to this? I know, it's pure vanilla, that's part of the challenge. But seeing a square sun when you've seen a round sun is just a little bit weird. Let's pop down, make sure I don't have any need for anything else that I have on me. I definitely don't need the chiseled deep slate box, which will go in the top because I remember how my own storage system works. Alright, anything else in this room? Prismarine, maybe. Bunch of stuff in the nether box. Yeah, Prismarine's over here. Rest of this is probably going to go in this side. Although I am going to need to grab some cobblestone, maybe. I might have enough cobblestone over there. I don't need the oak, though. Go away. You are chests. I don't have a spot for you, so I'm just going to put you somewhere random, I guess. Nether stuff. Here. Polished bricks. Ow. I stepped on my own flower. My bad. Do I have any of these? No, that's glass. Wool. Okay, don't need these. Get to see the merits of having such a robust storage setup. Could probably fuse those together, I think. Is it 27 for a full? 21. 22. Okay, it's 22 for a full, so I could almost fuse them together. And then the red nether brick. Boop. I don't have any of these with me. The lights will go upstairs. Don't need you. I'm not going to need as many of those as I made out to think. Here. That's the more full one. Slide you over to the corner so I know you're the one that I need to use next. Which one has glass? Upstairs? I think upstairs. Yep, upstairs. Won't be needing glass for this. Why did I not take the one that's over in the corner? I don't remember. And then wool. Put that away. Actually, I don't have the wool done yet. I might have to work on doing some more duping for the wool while I still have the capability, because there's quite a few good things we could do with that. And then these, actually, I should have put in the floor below. Urim keeping with me. Yeah. Alright, well, that's fine. I can have 2 boxes in the way, I guess. I don't feel like going all the way back to the next level down. Alright. Flippity flap. We're going to scoop a bunch of dirt and or other things from here. That's path block. Oh, but these will be a nice start. Grab as many of the ones that I've already converted, because I had a bunch already pre-changed to do the walls. Although that's not really that many. Yeah, we'll do the stone wall part first. I don't think it's quite gonna need that many, but you never know. Alright. Should make sure I have a bed, I guess. So, bed. It will keep you here for a moment. Not gonna need any of the rest of this, I don't think. Well, maybe the shovel. Okay, now we head over. It's a little less laggy than it was the last time I was on here. We're gonna have these positioned like so. I actually do need the shovel pretty immediately. And we're going to trim some of this grass back. Originally, I wasn't sure if my iron farm was going to function because when I did it in the testing world, I didn't delete the beds from inside the second lighthouse first. And thus it connected to those. And then from there, another 120 blocks over to another bed, and it kept connecting until all of my villages had connected, and that was not a fun discovery. So I was like, how am I going to fix this? And I settled on a solution. Break the beds before I break the beds inside that little room. Okay, I thought that was a skelly horse for a minute. While I was building the rest of that, it did actually spawn a thunderstorm or two. It was an unfriendly experience. Okay, so this is going to go, give me just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 segments over. 1, 2, crouch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then this is the 12th. Make sure we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Correct. Okay, so now we just need to bring this down over here a couple of levels. This will determine our road. That is not the block I wanted you on. Switch to the pickaxe. Thank you. This jumbled up mess here is going to be infuriating. So we do 1, 2, 3. And I need my bed because this is going to be impossible to deal with mobs. Dang, that is so bright. Any explodey boys? Just Mr. Whoop Whoop. Okay, there is one explodey boy, but he's over there. Can I make you despawn? Or, okay, you despawn. Luckily, creepers cannot hold items in their hands because they don't have any hands. They're not skilled like us hand-having peeps. Alright, so this is where you're going to be. Ooh! That actually didn't damage as much as I was thinking it would. Fine. I'll have to fill this in now. At least the dirt will be a little more blast resistant when I'm finished with this. I kind of asked for that. Not literally, but kind of. I did start building without fully making sure there weren't any more creepers, and I also don't have a bow on me to push them away. It's in my shulker box. Okay, this is fine. We can rebuild. We can do the thing. Oh boy. Is that the only other rogue that was left over here? I think so. Okay, well, let's grab another couple of stacks. Or singular stack, I suppose. Yeah, we could do that. That'll work. That'll work. Two, three. Wait. Nope. Wrong one. That one. Then that one. Alright, so now I just fill in the gap. I'm not too terribly worried about what block is used to fill this in. It's just a liner, because I'm going to be putting grass on either side of it to an extent. But I do want to have the path predefined, so. If nothing else, to prevent things from traveling under it. Yeah, I had a feeling. Okay. Just makes me feel better looking at that. All right, now we come over here and we replicate this. I have to run back again. Rude. Rude. Did I mention it's rude? Okay. That's timer got restarted again. Do do boop. Do 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 boop. Do 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 boop. Do do boop. And we're still on track. Do do do. Nope. I had to say something. That's fine. This is going to go there anyway. Okay. All right. Now we are effectively done with these. But I do need those. Wonder if that's going to be enough. Honestly, I rather doubt it, but we're going to find out either way. This is how I do my pathing. Lets me know where I can build walls, which is the next phase of this endeavor. Going to need to heal my shovel. It's not where you go. Almost enough. How many short am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6 more cut. Go over here so I don't accidentally get seeds. Ta-da! Walls. Boop. Remove that so nobody can link to it. Those. Okay. 4, 5, 6. Now we just come over here, light up this end. Now this area will have to be raised up to match this 65 Y level. So it's going to be a lot of landscaping. But I've already cut you guys out of half of the process of building that iron farm. Because, you know, villagers, so I think you can handle a little bit of landscaping. What do you think? I think that is a fair trade-off. Ah, no, no. All right, so this is going to help me set the patterning in motion for the next phase of this project. Okay, so we've got that in. Now we want to take this from here, literally right there. Is it right there, or is it the one right below it? I think it's the one right below it. No, that's it. That is it. Okay, so we're doing this to a certain point. I think I may have passed that certain point. We're going to see. Because I want it to match up with this. Ah, I see. It's getting to be nighttime. Again. Cursed nighttime. Okay, so we're getting to where I want to be. This does stretch all the way down to a very large point. Okay, now, where do these intersect? 2, 3 there, 1, 2, 3 there, 1, 2, 3, and that. So 3 of those divisions, and then it immediately starts doing this. Let's hope this doesn't link to anything. Okay. No particles, I think we're in the clear. Bring you down the rest of the way now. And you connect there. Okay, I have my essential directive of the wall. And now I have to fill in this chunk and wrap around a wall that goes on top of this of actual walls, similar to what those lanterns are sitting on, just cobblestone. And it will be perfectly mathed out. And then I have to shave the rest of the outside down and replace the walls like that with actual stone brick. And then we shall be fine. But I have to do that on both sides. So let's start that process. How many blocks out is this exactly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and on the 12th block. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. On the 12th block, we start going out like this. And we start going out like this. Quite a bit of landscaping to be done. Then we take the other side we just extend it out over here because yes, we will be extending this wall system all the way to the other side. It's a large wall project. That's as far as I've brought it. Right now that'll have to do. And then we go to the other side. And we do the same thing over there. Okay. So this is essentially where everything is going to end up. I'm going to be filling everything in between these walls up to the top grass layer. Probably with just whatever, because the only thing that's going to be visible is the grass layer. I'm not too phased. Most annoying part about it is going to be actually filling it in, which I'm not going to subject you guys to, just like I didn't subject you to dealing with 2.5 hours of me re-rolling villager nitwits. I do kind of want your opinion on it when it is in, but you did need to see the parameters I was starting with. I know this episode's gone a little bit longer than my typical 30 allotment. I think we're okay for now. Oh. is meant to be... What is the type of wall I'm thinking of? This is the downside of recording when you first start waking up. But if I don't start, I don't actually get a groove, and I don't finish, so... Starting was the motive. So this episode's probably been a little bit wonky for you, huh? You know how they say don't talk to me until I've had my coffee? Apparently there is some truth to that. I'm not a stickler for having it be specifically coffee, just caffeine in general. Just give me something. A little boost to start the day. That's all I ask for. That and a little bit of shit if I could. So it's nice when I get to just relax in bed a little bit and wake myself up socially. By socially, I mean in complete solitude. Having to rush out of bed and start peopling immediately is not my forte. And if you don't think peopling is a verb, it very much is a verb. I'm peopling. I don't like it. Make it stop. Okay. Let's get this entire exterior in so you can see what the intention is. And then you'll see the final product next episode. I think I brought enough stone, actually. But I have not checked my inventory to verify that statement, so I could have just told you a fib. Purely about the amount of stone. Let's do... Oh, how did you squeak through? Well, it's okay. There's still an opening for you to escape, so I suggest you take your opportunity before you become a lawn gnome. Yes, you. I'm referring to you, Mr. Villager. Oh no, I told you a fib. Well, this is going to have to do for now. I'll have to grab some more and finish off in between, but you can essentially get a good view of it from up here. This is where we're going to be filling everything in from. Let's actually get the vantage point from up here. Nice, nice view. All right, so that's what we're at currently, and we're going to be filling all of that in with grass and whatever else I need to remove that chunk right over here that I had all my villagers sitting in while I was building. And then we're going to flatten out the area around it, so I have some repairing to do on my tools and various other things to do in the meantime. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. This is going to be very dangerous.